Welcome you to our underground bunker somewhere. Hey guys, my name's Landon. I want to welcome you to our underground bunker somewhere in Indiana.
It goes for miles. See all that?
There's stacks of them. I would say 50 people, 10 years, 40 people, 12, all kind of stuff. Pancakes are there. Got mounds of pancakes, hundreds of pancakes, noodles. We check the stock on it from time to time. Throw out what's bad. A lot of coffee. All our meats are down there. Applesauces, rice. You got your white balsamic vinegar for salad. We got all of our powder bread flour. We got our Lowry salt seasoning. What you see here is rice and beans. You got pinto beans. You got rice and white beans. You got beans for days. And this is all Augusta Foods. Augusta Farms. Look into Augusta. It's a good prepper food. It lasts 30, 40 years. It's good, and it's good for you. It's not full of sodium. Down this way.
This is hundreds of thousands of dollars right there. Stuff. So this is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I think you got like 400,000. Because all your money's in this fucking meat over here. Now you're getting good syrups. Hey guys, my name's Landon. I want to welcome you to.
First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Mukakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there onto like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. And I want to thank Yahweh once again, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, for prepping food for the elect. I like that. I would like to thank Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua for prepping food for the elect. And we always talk about this subject, and you could clearly see this is the prophecy being fulfilled. Right there, right in front of all of our faces, live on video. He is prepping for a brother, few brothers, sisters, unbeknownst to his clown ass. All I gotta say to you Edomites out there, or you doomsday prepper, make sure you have lamb. Make sure you have good tasting wine. Make sure you have, some good stuff. Because all you doing, all this preparation, this preparation that you're doing, unbeknownst to you, I'm just giving you a heads up. You're being compelled in the spirit of the Lord, whose name is Yahweh, and his only begotten son Yahweh Shai, to prep some food for his chosen. All right? You can have all the guns in the world. You have all the cameras. You can have all the booby traps. Have all that. Matter of fact, you have robot dogs or robots themselves. You could set booby traps. Okay? You could have like some Indiana Jones Temple of Doom freaking booby traps everywhere. It ain't gonna matter. The elect of the Lord is gonna find a way through the Spirit to get this stuff on your behalf. While you may be somewhere in the spiritual world, or not even in the spiritual, you could be down here somewhere, stuck somewhere you can't get. He's like, damn, I can't wait. I gotta go back to my bunker. I can't wait. I got all this thing set for me, blah, blah, blah. And you can't go nowhere. Shit, you might be crippled. It just kind of hit me. You doing all this stuff, and this is not for you. And I want to thank you, even though it's not you're doing, it's the Lord's doing. All right. So I claimed it. And there's so much people out there that's prepping. You could spend $1 million of prep more than 1 million. You could have freaking 3 corridors. You could have, I don't know, a generator that has its own AI system, and just to protect your shit. All right, ain't gonna stop the Lord's men and women, all right, the Lord's children, to get their hands on your stuff. It's not gonna stop. This is not gonna prevent it. And I'm glad he's showing off, showing out, because it shows us that the Lord has something prepared for us. It shows us that no matter what the situation we may have stuff, and we may not be in that place where we are able to enjoy the stuff that we built. Hey, that was part of the curses. All right, that was part of the curses. That you shall build a house, and you shall build a vineyard. Somebody else is going to enjoy it. Build a house, somebody else is going to live in it. You know, that's exactly what happened to us. Shit, that still happens to us every fucking day. But the difference is, and there's a big difference, the things are shifting. Deuteronomy 30:7 is coming upon you. So y'all prepping, y'all setting it up. So y'all building up bunkers, safe places that nobody else that nobody else may know in the world. You and your family may know. Yeah, y'all probably ain't tell nobody. Y'all was probably top secret. Y'all ain't tell nobody nothing. And one of these days, you're gonna come up to your little secret spot. You're gonna just see a brother that's got his feet kicked up. How the fuck did you get through our laser, uh, um, our laser security that could chop you up in pieces? How did you know the security? And man may know. So I'm like, listen, all I know, I was teleported here. That's it. That's how it's gonna be, yo. That's exactly how it's gonna be. It's gonna seem like a movie because brothers is just gonna be popping up out of nowhere. It's just like when you read about was it Daniel, right? I believe it was Daniel. And tell you that it was Habakkuk that was cooking. He was cooking a meal. He was getting about to get down. Like, he put his spirit in there. He put his foot in there. Like, about to get down that day. I was like, nope. Oh, you're gonna get down, but you're gonna have to share this with your brother. They grabbed him by the crown. It's in the Apocrypha. I believe it's in. I think they call it Daniel's the third chapter, or Bell and the Dragon. But there's another one, and he grabbed him by the crown of his head. Angel grabbed him by the crown of his head, brought him to the lion's den, and he was like, Daniel, Daniel. And Daniel was like, what's going on? I said, I got you some food. He was scared. He didn't know what to do. He was scared. He had to bring the message. He had to bring the food that he had prepared for the Lord's elect. And he himself was the Lord's elect. So this is how it's going to be. So you could prep, all the prepping. Love it. I love it. I appreciate it. I'm speaking. I don't know who else is going to do a video on this. On behalf of the hopeful elect, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the best way I can say. You know? That's the best thing I can say. We'll be eating real soon, man. We're gonna be eating. While they be crumbling on the floor, crying, we'll be eating. And that's the faith that the Lord we must carry for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He said this is gonna happen. They just don't know what they're prepping it for. They have no clue. But we have a clue. Isaiah 65:12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall be bowed down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not. And he's talking about whom? The 2/3 of the nation of Israel. The calling is us going out in the highways and the byways. We are like, we're the signal. We're the signal of danger to come. Why is this thing building up? Why is this such a movement? Why is why are these guys cursing out their ass, and why the things that they say is coming true, but can't stand them? Because we're that warning, you know? The scripture says in Ezekiel, give them warning for me. When you look up the word warning in the Hebrew is Zahar, which means to illuminate. So we out there, we illuminate because what? We come in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're that warning piece. So that's the Lord stretching out his hand towards his people. All right. The last warning. And it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So how is the Lord's servant going to eat? Obviously, right now, 2020, I'm doing this July 7th, 2026 evening. If I'm hungry and I decide, I do not want to go, I'm sorry, I do not want to eat nothing in my house. I can literally go out right now in New York City at the time. Well, I'm doing this, and this is the 8th, I believe, right now, 8th of July. I could literally go out in New York City and go to a corner store and decide, I'll get me a sandwich. I'll get me something. All right. So right now, we all have this ability still. So there will be a time where you don't have this ability to go out in the middle of the night and decide, I want to eat a sandwich, or I want to eat this. I want to eat some cookies. I'm going to drink a cold beverage, a cold adult beverage. There's going to be a time when we won't have that ability. So when everybody's in equal footing, struggling, figuring out what to eat, how they're going to eat, how they're going to get by, people are going to be killing one another and doing all sorts of things towards another. Gangs are going to be ganging up. All right, they're gonna try to do take over. They're gonna try to get organized and take over, ransack people's homes, and do a whole bunch of shit. And some people, the elect, may have to go out in the wilderness, may have to leave their property and go somewhere different. But when that time comes, the elect, the Lord's gonna guide them to those places that have plenty. All right. This is why. Boom. Let me get this. Let me use this one instead. And that's why you gotta love this thing of ours, man. It shows you the honor that the Lord has, especially towards his people. He's not gonna let his people go out. He's not gonna say all these things and all of a sudden, when that time comes, you're just gonna be starving to death. You're gonna, what I'm saying, you gotta be forced. No, he's gonna leave a way like he always has. And it's not a thing that he just did it. He's just gonna do it in that time. He's doing it for us now. All right, when we least expect. All right, that's how the Lord's doing it, and these are the practices that we always get. There be days any brother could contest to that, or sister, whatever, and he goes like, how I'm gonna eat today, and then the Lord find a way. You might find money, and boom, you get to eat, or somebody just might bring you some food. The Lord has ways of doing things. It's a good practice to read these things and understand when the Lord is speaking. It says, Matthew 6:25, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life. What shall you eat, or what shall you drink? Nor yet for your body, what you shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? So if the priorities are set, your life is more precious than the materialistic things that we bear. All them niggas out there that kill each other because one step on another one's shoes unintentionally, and he wants to take another man's life because of that. Or, I mean, yeah, that is like the worst case scenario. That always been a thing back in the day, you know. And like niggas really treat their lives as cheap. They don't hold no value to their own life. They put more value than for the materialistic things that they have than their own life. A house is not a house without a person in there. All right, that's what makes it. So no matter what, food ain't nothing without somebody eating it. Clothing ain't nothing without somebody wearing it. All right, people got to put their priorities straight, and the only people that's gonna put their priorities straight is the elect of the nation of Israel. It says, "Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they?" So we put if and the heaviest thing as I'm reading this, the best when the Lord talks about look at a sparrow. You literally could go outside and look at a sparrow. The sparrows are everywhere. It's like pigeons. All right. Well, yeah, pigeons, they are everywhere. But you could look at certain animals every day that you walk out your house and just examine that particular bird, animal, whatever. And you will notice they're always eating. Somehow, some way, the Lord puts somebody's spirit, put food out for a particular beast. All right. They have no want in the world because everything is there. Well, guess what? If we serve Yahweh Shem Shai, would it not be the same for us? All right. We serve the greatest God in the universe, God of gods, the creator of all things. All right. So it's a small thing for the Lord to feed us. All right. It says, which of you may by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And why take ye thought for the raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow, they toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. So the beauty that we see that surround us, that's the architect of that. I got to use that term. The author of that, the creator of all things, he's the one that's responsible for that. All right. We had a heat wave, a supposed 4-day heat wave, and the plants looked dry. A lot of plants outside looked like they're about to just give up. After this heat wave just took place, it poured. And when it poured, all of a sudden, the plants, they got more than they wanted, you know? And they still look beautiful. They still look a certain type of, they have a particular beauty to them. So the Lord is getting down. He's saying it straight up like, look, your clothes, your food, your substance, everything that you, and the Lord is responsible. That's why Yahweh Shai said it the best, that he that loveth father, mother, wife more than me is not worthy of me. All right, the, the everything that's around us, things that loves us, the pets, the children, the supposed wife, anything that loves us, anything that want to aid us, that's because the Lord provided that. The Lord provides all. All right, the Lord provides it all for us. I remember one time, and this is a quick testimony. This is I came to the camp. Maybe my first year in the camp, and I used to, Slovakia. I used to drink, back in the days, I just drink a lot, but I had a particular drink that I love, right? One of the brothers, if he sees this video, he know what I'm talking about. So we was in the J train, heading from camp, right? So I think we was in Delancey. We was heading back from camp. So we had to, brothers go their separate ways. And I remember, and I sat at a Pacific chair in the train. And this is the most ironic shit in the world. And I was broke. I was broke at that time. And then as I sat in that chair, brothers is sitting right, across from me and on the other side. One brother pointed out, "Yo, what's that?" Under I think it was under my chair. And I looked, and the drink that I love drinking, I shit you not, and that was my bum days too, by the way. It was a drink, Parmesan, right? And I used to love that shit. There was a fucking gallon of Parmesan, yo. I was like, what? And it was just, some random shit. It was, and all I could do was praise the Lord. And I really didn't want to take it because I didn't know, sometimes things are too good to be true. But lo and behold, a drink that I love to drink, and I was willing to share with the brothers, and they're like, "Nah, we're good." It was a gallon, so it just shows you that even you at your lowest point, the Lord provides. The Lord provides. So how much more when distress? How much more when suffering? How much more when people are dying? All right, and He held down your faith. You held it down for the Lord. And you remembered every single thing that the Lord did for you. You think He's not going to forget? You think He's not going to forget your works? He's not going to forget that you're hungry, you know? And it's getting me excited. It's just thinking about it just gets me excited. Because it's like, yo, and I'm just now, reminiscent of that particular time. And there's been other testimonial things when I had less, basically nothing, and even brothers that I know at the lowest point, sometimes so low that you don't want to tell nobody what the hell you're going through. It's like, you got that feeling. No, not that feeling, sorry. You think like I'm the only one that's going through this shit. And then you come to find out it was others like you. But the Lord He find a way for you to be, It's not made to destroy us, it's made to build us. And we've always been in we're people are accustomed of disappointment because what we want we don't get, but the Lord provides, so we get, you know just like a father to a child, it's like a husband to a wife. You may have a way you want something, we're like, no, I'm not getting the way you want it, but you're gonna get, I'm gonna provide. And that's what the Lord did. All right, and He constantly does that, and He did it for our forefathers. They were thirsty, He gave them water. They were hungry, they wanted bread, He gave them mammon. They wanted meat, He gave them quails. Matter of fact, He gave them more than their heart could desire. And because of this guy right here that shows us, all right.
Hey guys, my name's Landon.
This shows us that the Lord is true. All right. I don't know where the hell this guy is at. I don't have a fucking clue. Neither do I care. But it just proves that everything that the Lord said he's about to do. And this guy thinking, he's like, yeah, this is gonna last for 50 people for 10 years. So he has the not the best, but he has a thing that you need in order to survive. All right, in order to survive, just like I said, our people wanted food, they wanted bread in the wilderness. The Lord gave them mammon, and come to find out, they had to take the mammon, grind it, and make bread out of it. Shit, like if the brothers listening, the brother had a dream years ago that a plate of no, not plate. He said a bucket of chicken came down from came down through the window and shit like that. And then like, yo, these things, man. I'll say it again. On behalf of my beloved bro, we used to always talk. You know, now he good, but we always just say, man, we in the miracle business, man. We are in the miracle business, and this, if the shit goes the way the Lord says it's gonna go, which it will go, expect that miracle. That's the best way you can say it. It says, Slakia, Matthew 6:30. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? So we're not supposed to really technically. Hey, this is the same chapter. The Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. So what is staying for today is meant for today. Tomorrow is another. Tomorrow's tomorrow. It is what it is. Yeah, we plan certain things in our mind, but it never works out. And it really don't work out unless you ask permission, and you get Pacific. The Lord might throw you a bone. If you locked in your how about Shem Shai, you have nothing to worry about, and that's the bottom line. Okay, I ain't gonna make this too long. That shit is kind of that's exciting. Honestly, Job 5:16. I'll start at 16. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stompeth for air. So the poor has, matter of fact, I gotta go up. 15. Let's go start at 15. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from the mouth, from the hand of the mighty. And these individuals, they have power beyond our puny minds can muster. And why do they have it? Because they have power on the left hand side, and we must combat them on the right hand. And the way we combat them in the right hand is through Yahweh Bashim Shai, and He shall grant us spiritual powers. Right? It says, "So the poor have hope," and that's all we need. Have hope. That's all we need. Because these people, a couple of videos, people are crashing out, people are just losing it. Some people want to take themselves out of the equation. They crying foul. They don't know what to do no longer. And our job is just keep moving. Keep moving. You stumble. Pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord, and try to keep moving. And as you keep moving, if things open up, those prayers came through. If it didn't, it is what it is. You gotta keep moving. That's the point. Keep moving. But our hope is in the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It says, "And iniquity stoppeth a mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth." And the correction comes in so many different forms. But the main correction comes in a contrite spirit, which means a crushed, broken spirit. The Lord will break you. The Lord will break you apart, shatter you. He will break you apart and build you back up. He will break you apart and build you back up. And that's part of the correction. Why? Because we have to put our trust in Him. And I speak for myself, and I speak, even though you think you trust the Lord desires more. All right? More trust. So as we get closer and closer, the demand that comes from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to get harder and harder. And he's going to desire stronger faith from us. So if we do get corrected, this is a happy occasion. That means the Lord is dealing with us. It says, therefore, despise not thou chastisement of the Almighty. So we're not supposed to hate when we bought low, all right? Or we bought to a point, and then you just like you can't go nowhere. You just like you stuck. Just be happy. Why? Because he knows what he's doing. We don't know. We don't have a clue, but he knows. But the Lord, I'll say this: there's times where the Lord will show you if you ask why this, that, to the third. He will show it to you. Sometimes. We all subject to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Just like I said, the provider provides whether you like it or not. All right. As long as you have, the provider have, you can't say nothing. Technically, none of us can say anything truly negative because the Lord provides. You don't have a job, the Lord gives you a job. You may not like it, but he gave you something. The Lord, if you got a roof over your head, you got a roof over your head. You may not like it, you may want to change the location, but the Lord, like, yo, I gave you a roof over your head. You know, there's a lot of things that we, as men, we desire foolish things, and then sometimes we get caught up, and the Lord will smack you back down real quick. But that's the chastisement of the Almighty. That's the chastisement of a son. All right. For he maketh sore and breaketh and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hand maketh whole. That contrite spirit, the Lord would break you. The Lord would break you. He will break you. He will break you in such a way. He's like you have. Sometimes you may ask why. He will break you down. But at the same time, as he's breaking you down, either he'll allow you to know what he's doing to you, or sometimes you don't know. You just don't clue. But it's nothing strange. And if he loves you, he'll build you back up stronger. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And that's the stage that we do fall. We do the dumbest, stupidest things. Like, oh man. Like we do those dumbest thing. And like my beloved bro, we used to what's the damn Pets Life, Pets Life, second one. And then it was a sheep, no, it was a lamb named Cotton. And it just kind of hit me. Trust me, this is therapeutic. Cotton. I'm gonna play it. I have to play it. I said Cotton from I had this. Yep, this is it. This is the scene. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm gonna got this shit right here.
What are you doing down there?
There's apples in this tree.
All right, just don't panic. Oh, man. Max is coming down to save you. Wait, what? That tree can't support my weight. You get down there. I can't do that.
All right, I don't want to get copyrighted or anything like that. So the sheep, the lamb, put himself in danger. Right? It's like he's so dumb that he put himself in danger, and he put himself in danger for something that's pleasurable, and not realizing that he's in danger. So the dog came and saved him. Like I said, I don't want to get copyrighted. So the dog came and saved him, and as the dog saved him, the lamb got put himself in danger again. And beloved bro had broken down, was laughing. I never seen it before, and I saw it. I was laughing my ass off. It's still funny to me now, but that represent us. A whole bunch of can't get rights. All right, no matter how righteous you may think you are can't get right. So when we fall, we fall, and the whole thing is to get back up. And that's why, just like in that little thing, they had the sheepdog to protect the sheep. So if the dog didn't go and try to save that particular sheep, lamb, he would have been dead and gone. Look at the danger that he put himself into. So yeah, we needed that's divine intervention. So once again, when all hell breaks loose, you think the Lord's not going to be there for his elect? It said he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and war from the power of the sword. So famine, which is lack of food, bread, he's going to redeem, pay back. Matter of fact, let's just go in there real quick. Look at the word redeem. Redeem thee is pada. Oh, go figures. To ransom, redeem, rescue, deliver. To ransom, to be ransomed. To allow one to be ransomed, redeemed. Okay, so we're being ransomed, we're being paid back. So if you sow in, this is one of those classics, by the way. If you did spiritual things, you've been in the Lord been taking care of you, and you do what the Lord tell you to do. When that time comes, the Lord got us. You know, and that's the mindset we all must have. So the water Yahweh Shem Yahshai for these preppers, and I hope, which hey, the Lord already knows what we need when we need it. We want to eat some good, organic, real meat. All right, real fruits, real vegetables. Okay, a lot of us like lamb. Hey, hopefully somebody got some Wagyu steaks around. Some good, delicious wine. Aged liquor. Just I hope you Edomites prep very, very well, very well, because y'all prepping not for yourselves, y'all prepping for the hopeful elect. It says, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue; neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." So when all hell breaks loose, they may be dicey. People may be crying. They may not know what the fuck to do. But the Lord's going to put a cool, calm, collective spirit upon his elect and guide them. I'm going to get one more scripture. I didn't want to make this too long, but this is a exciting subject. All right. Ezra 16, and let me go to the point. Where should I go? Yeah, let me go to the point. It says, beat 75. 73. Yeah, they go at 73. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Because what? If you read further up, which I'm not going to read further up, I just want to try to shorten this. Just try to. But every man, woman, and child is going to be tried. Physically, spiritually, and thenceforth. All right? And the chosen ones, the elect of the Lord, is going to be outshine everything. Something that's going to stick out. Divine intervention, spiritual power, which is still divine intervention, or just strict protection, which is divine intervention. So it doesn't matter. The Lord's going to intervene, and He's going to let it be known who is this is my person. This is my person. This is mine. It says who. It says, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. So what is a guide? A guide is a personnel that leads you. So the Lord is going to lead his people to these beautiful bunkers, these beautiful places with all this food that is nicely prepped up. While the, the previous owners of the set places may be dead and gone, or we just take it from them. Either way is in our favor if part of the elect. All right, save the Lord, Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves. All right. So it is the Lord, the one that's going to guide his people. So no matter where these people put their bunkers or whatever they hide it, they could hide it in triple walls. They could do whatever the fuck they think is gonna get done. It will be taken. With that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.